It's Thanksgiving, and what better to do than the draft? So I brought along a couple people here who I know I could beat up on in a draft and try to take their money. I'm Alan Soslowski from RotoWire, and this is the live Thanksgiving draft. We're going to meet the participants, go over the rules, and then we're going to start drafting. We're not going to waste anybody's time here. So let's introduce everybody in draft order. We'll start with Kevin Allen, the geek. Oh, so actually, I'm going to pick first, right? I mean, I don't know how that happened, guys. That's just unbelievable. But somehow that now Kevin. DFS Army, you follow him at F Football Geek. You're picking second. Thanks for drafting with us today.
All right, man. Good to be here. And I know, thanks for having me. I've been taking your Thanksgiving money for the last few years, so it's nice to do it publicly this time as opposed to in a private draft.
Yeah, we've been doing a private draft for a couple of years now, and you have won it a couple of years in a row. But yeah, I think, like I said, broken clock twice a day. So, hey, just give everyone a quick DFS or betting pick before we start, just so they can, see how right or wrong you are, and then circle back after it happens and tell you what a moron you are,
Well, I'll give you a little piece of strategy for the Thursday slate because everybody's favorite is the Thanksgiving DFS slate. So this week in particular, I'm getting crazy with tight end in the flex. I'm going double tight end. So in my first build of the week, I actually found that
Kevin, we don't need your life story. We just need a pick.
Listen, I find that you're going to want to put a tight end in that flex. Switch it up this week because normally we don't do that.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Picking, I think Bob Harris, you're picking third. Is that right?
I am picking third and very excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. Pleasure seeing everybody, of course.
Everybody knows Bob Harris. You follow him at Football Die Hard, the Hall of Famer. Bob, what year did you get into the Fantasy Football Hall of Fame?
I don't remember. What does the thing say? 2012.
All right. Get a little oil for that chair, man. There's something going on there.
For the chair. The chair is as old as me, and I'm keeping it. You can't make me give it up. I'm going to go with the prize pick projection, 26.5 receiving yards for Ramondre Stevenson. He's hit that number 3 the last 4 weeks. And according to Tony Pollard, you can hit that number pretty easily against the Vikings.
Ooh, all right. You know what? I just got into the prize picks thing. I'm addicted a little bit, so I think that's a good one. So Ramondre over is what you said?
Yeah, Ramondre. More than, they say, not over. Come on.
Oh, right. They got more. It's more. Right. You can't. Right. That's right. A bad Sirius XM host. We got disciplined on that. Right. You can't call it gambling. I understand. Which I get it. All right.
You have to get that memo.
Oh no, you didn't find out. Your show is canceled, Brian. They didn't tell you.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right. Picking fourth is an outraged Jew, Nate Liss. Everybody loves Nate. The I'm Outrage podcast, videocast, and they call him the Joel McHale of fantasy football for his editing skills. What's up, Nate Liss?
That's right. What's up, man? How's it going? I'm nervous now. I've seen you flame everybody before me, so I'm on pins and needles here right now. Good to be here. Good to finally get to draft with a bunch of you guys. Yeah, let's do it. So DFS play. I'm going to go a little bit ballsy here. I came into 2022 thinking that Jared Goff would get an extension into 2023. Goff is $6,900 on FanDuel right now. This is a team that abandoned the pass last week after trailing in only the first quarter. Buffalo, this game has a 53.3 over-under score for it. So I think they're going to go heavy on the pass as they trail. They've given up over 300 yards to Brissett, over 350 to Kirk Cousins. And Buffalo is only one of 5 teams to give up over 1,000 yards in total over the last 4 weeks. So give me Goff.
All right. That's fair enough. Now we know who to snipe you on. Perfect. All right. The next fifth pick, who already offered me a dynasty trade for this pick. Everybody knows and loves Jared Smola from Draft Sharks. Jared, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. My prop for you is Dalton Schultz over 37.5 receiving yards. Hit that in 3 straight games prior to last week. Last week, kind of a funky game, blowout. They pulled starters in the fourth quarter. 20% target share for Schultz over his last 4 games. He's healthy again. The knee issues behind him. I think 37.5 is way too low for him. I have him at like 47, 48 yards.
I like it. And by the way, your boy Wan'Dale Robinson was about to break out. That was your big preseason pick. And oops, sorry, stepped on the landmine. Not going to happen.
That kind of year wrong, right? That's the best part about that.
Exactly.
Curtailed.
It's like Nate. He was flaming me in a rookie draft for taking in a single quarterback league for taking Trevor Lawrence over Javonte
Yes.
Williams. I said, hey, I made the right pick. Javonte hasn't scored that many points this year. You know,
They're gonna come after you for the victory lapping injuries. Hey, teammate list. There we go.
There you go. You already have a fan here. You got
Thank
someone
you.
team Nate List. And then Andrea saying hey to everybody. All right, rounding out the draft, who will have pick 1.6, 2.1, and 3.1. He loves dinosaur barbecue. He loves Syracuse basketball. He is the Drake. Brian Drake.
What's up, everybody? Glad to be
Wait a
here.
minute,
Yeah, we
I
got
am
to
a
snap this thing
dinosaur.
along. I got
What?
Syracuse St. John's from the Barclays Center at 9 o'clock. You know, everybody's really tuned into DFS and, making prop lineups and all that good stuff. The real degenerates are watching November basketball, college basketball specifically. So that's when you know you're a total loser and you live in a town full of snow.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, Jared, aren't you from upstate New York as well?
Rochester, just an hour down the road.
So Canada.
Pretty
Rochester.
much. Might as well be.
All right, man. I'm going to kick the draft off here. I need to go. I'm going to hit the draft. So I'm starting the draft. There we go. That sleeper sound. So I'm on the clock. Just to review here, we are starting one quarterback. We are starting one running back, three receivers, one flex, non-super flex, one tight end, one kicker, one defense. So that's 10 rounds. Now, if you draft someone tonight and they are scratched, I'm sorry, you're taking a 0. There's 2 exceptions to that rule. If your quarterback is scratched, you will automatically. So if you draft Dak Prescott, you will get Cooper Rush. Not if he gets hurt mid-game. If he doesn't start, and also if your kicker, it's a team kicker for the draft. So if you, for example, if the Chargers were here and nobody knows if it's Badgley or if it's Dicker the kicker, I'm sure they've made, so you would draft Chargers kicker. So kicker and quarterback, you're getting the starter. Everyone else, you are taking a risk by drafting them if they're out for the year. Prizes. Everyone here threw in $20, so we have $100 plus. RotoWire is giving a $100 Amazon gift card to the winner. So we have a total of $200. What I've decided to do is we're going to give $180 to the winner and $160 to the winner and $40 to the person who comes in last place. Last place. Okay. So the toilet man and the winner will get paid $160 and $40.
Alan likes to ensure he gets in on
I was there it is.
Too soon, Bob. Too soon. All right. So that said, Jared, you're going to help me out with my picks just in case. But we all know, Geek, who do you want me to take? Which player do you want me to take?
Anyone but Josh Allen.
All right. There you go. Josh Allen. All right. You're on the board, Geek.
Not listening to me. I don't like it.
So he takes Stephon Diggs at number 2. You're allowed, by the way, you're allowed to tell. You have to remember, this is an audio podcast, so you're allowed to tell the people who you're picking.
Now, am I correct here? Is this a premium scoring for the tight end position?
I should have said that. Double PPR for the tight end. Single PPR for any other position. Quarterbacks get 4 points. Jared pointed out that I had it set to 3, but that's when we do our super flex draft. We do 3.
That makes this kind of easy. Just get it out of the way.
All right.
Ooh.
Bob Harris for the because this is going to be a podcast, guys. So
TJ
Bob,
Hawkinson, yes.
Okay.
Of course, with the look, heavily targeted. The tight end pool is shallow in this draft. I did a quickie on the Football Diehards radio program Monday night and set it up, and it was easy to figure out the tight ends are the position of scarcity there. Andrea agrees; she knows.
Yeah, excellent. All right, Nate Liss, you're on the clock.
All right, let's do it. Well, I guess if he's available, I am going to go with I'm going to go Justin Jefferson here.
All right.
If I can, if it'll let me take him. Somebody might have to force it. It's not happening.
Jared, that's your cue, baby.
If I can do that.
Oh yeah. We're off to a roaring start. Here, let me try it. Here,
I think it's because the filtering. I think trying to simplai it killed me.
Here you go. I got
on.
you. So I got it. I forced him.
Did you do it?
All right. So Jared's on the clock. You can't force your own pick. You can only pick your own pick, Jared.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley for me, pretty easy. I think there's a pretty big drop off behind him at running back.
Oh, sniped. No, you can't say sniped if it's the next guy in the queue, right? Right, Nate?
Yeah, absolutely not. Where are we at?
The Drake is up on he's a double pick for the Drake.
Okay.
if you guys are watching this live, you see the Philadelphia Eagles neon over my shoulder. So this sort of pains me to do this, but I'm going to double tap some Cowboys here. Give me Dak Prescott and Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard, let's keep the party going here. I'm going to my in-laws' house, Cowboys fan and a Giants fan. People are going to get drunk. They're swearing. That should be a podcast in itself. Give me both Cowboys.
That's just a normal day at your place, is what you're saying.
Oh, it's going to be fun. The Miller High Lifes will be flowing aplenty for my father-in-law.
I love it. I used to like Miller High Life. All right. Hit it again, baby. Hit it again.
Oh, boy. I'm going to have to search here. We're going to have to search Tony Pollard.
Right.
There he is.
All right. Back to you, Jared. You took.
I'm on Raw St. Brown for me. Give me the targets. I agree. The line should be playing from behind in this game. I think he gets 10 plus targets on Thursday.
Great. Nate took Justin Jefferson with his first pick.
I'm gonna go. I'm going with the stack here. We're going Kirk Cousins. Stack it up.
All right. That means that Bob Harris, who gamed it out weeks in advance, is on the clock with Hawkinson as his first pick.
It's the way, my people. And by that I mean the oldsters. And by the way, Scott Van Pelt somewhere is looking at this, going, "Hey, there's two of me in here."
Well, I definitely believe you're the gold. He's the silver. I would be the bronze in the head shave community.
All right, I went ahead and go Dalvin Cook, just solid running back. You know, hoping for the big play that's kind of carried him a little bit, but I think fully capable.
All right, Geek, it's your turn.
Wow, I'm a little surprised that Ramondre lasted this long, but fine by me. Tough call here. A couple guys I'm interested in, but I'm going with the Dre.
All right. So you took Diggs and you have Ramondre. You guys, I am on the board here. Let's see. I'm just trying to. Okay. Now, CeeDee Lamb was taken too, or no?
CeeDee Lamb's available.
Not yet.
CeeDee Lamb is available. So I'm going to take CeeDee. Let me find that out. Let me see here. All right. You know, they should have a Thanksgiving only queue, you know?
Yes.
All right. So we're going now. It's third round reversal. So Brian Drake is up. The great Brian Drake. Everybody knows at Drake Fantasy. You follow him.
Wow, we're in the third round of a 6-person draft, and it's already dried up. You know what? Just because I will be, I need something to get me invested in a Lions game. Give me, because he's going to score 58 touchdowns, the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns, Jamal Williams. Let's put him on the squad. Now I don't have to worry about running back. Williams.
Hey, Jared, question for you, man. Next year, I mean, this might be a total crazy question, but if we're drafting right now for next year, Jamal Williams or DeAndre Swift, who goes first in drafts?
Oh, it's got to be Swift, right? I hope it's Jamal Williams. I feel like I'll make a lot of money next year if it's Jamal Williams.
Right. And what round would DeAndre Swift going to go in redraft next year?
I think he'll go third or fourth. I think people still believe in the talent. Kind of write this year off.
All right, that's fair. Nate, no way you have him as RB3 anymore, right? In Dynasty or RB5?
I don't think so. No. Quite a fall.
Oh, Gabe.
I took Gabriel Davis. I'm gonna hope he goes for 202 and puts this thing out of reach for me.
All right. So the last couple picks were Drake takes Jamal Williams, as he said, and then Jared, who took Barkley and Amon-Ra, now comes with Gabriel Davis. Nate List, the outraged Jew, he is on the clock. He took Justin Jefferson. He took Kirk Cousins, and you are up.
Oh my gosh. I'm not feeling good about this one right here. Double tight end. I'm going to go Dalton Schultz on this pick and hope to God that I can get the extra points.
All right. Yeah. I mean, the double PPR, that does change the equation quite a bit. Yeah.
That's a good pick. That probably should have been my pick. Can we run that back?
We get 6 or 7 targets.
Okay, Bob.
Grab my flex here. Devin Singletary's on a little bit of a roll.
Nice.
Hopefully he can keep that going against, again, a Minnesota defense. It's not playing his best.
Yeah. Geek, before you pick.
Detroit defense. It's obviously not playing his best.
Yep. Geek, before you pick, I just want to remind everyone, if you are listening on the audio podcast or even watching the video, in the video description or the audio description below, we have the link to the live draft board. So you can follow along and see the picks and see how I dominated this draft if you're listening tomorrow. All right, Geek, you're up. You took Diggs. You took Ramondre.
I mean, the cupboard is bare here, guys. You know, I'm looking at some really weak. I was hoping Schultz would fall to me. I'm going to go Dawson Knox.
There you go.
Here. And I know I can wait on. Wait a minute.
You got to push the button.
I'm on. That's right. I'm on QB. Here we go. I'm going to Knox, and I know I could wait on quarterback because you're not taking one.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right. I am up on the double pick now, right? Let's see. So, yeah, no, it's I like that we're getting into Uglyville here a little bit. This is fun. All right. I'm going to let's see. All right. I could start up I'm going to take my guy, the best pick in drafts this year, who didn't pan out and is going to still pan out.
Ooh.
And know that the Iron Man Zeke Elliott is going to give me another pair of touchdowns. Let me see here. So, yeah, this is there we go. So I got Zeke. So my first 3 picks, I got a little Cowboy stack going. I almost took Dak at the first pick, knowing that or thinking that CD and Zeke might come back to me. And I'm really going to pick through the running back cupboard here and screw you guys over big time since you took all the tight ends, and I'm going to take DeAndre Swift.
Nice.
Let's see.
Do you guys think it's just the injuries with Swift, or is it like, you know, the coaching staff isn't happy with him or whatever? Because he seems healthy. He looks healthy. He's a full go in practice. It's weird.
It seems really odd to me that Justin Jackson is. Oh, speaking of undrafted players, is forbidden. But
Table talk.
But I mean, it's odd that they're, you know, I mean, are they sending? It almost feels like a message after an entire offseason of Deuce Staley and Swift's ear, you know, telling him the difference between injury and pain and, you know, all those things that old timey players say. And also, you know, I keep thinking back to last year when we all were like kind of scoffing when Anthony Lynn was, you know, doing the 1A, 1B thing with Williams and Swift. I mean, he was maybe closer to it than we ever would have imagined.
It's a good point. I mean, you remember in Hard Knocks, right? It looked like that they were getting on Swift. That's when my antenna went up a little bit, but I didn't think it would be this bad. By the way, guys, I think I accidentally added an extra an extra flex, and if that's the case, we'll just pick like non-Thanksgiving players, and I'll just delete them out and then fix the deal. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, I did see the second one there. So at this point, either I pick my own quarterback, or you guys are going to pick it for me. I don't want to leave it up to someone else. So I'll go with Jared Goff here.
Yeah, I have Jared Goff actually as third on my rankings on the slate, ahead of Cousins, but I can understand why Cousins went ahead. I
wasn't sure how this was going to play out, but look, I mean, you know, Vanilla Vic, he's nothing but a playmaker all day long, right? So I'm going to probably go ahead and play that and hope, against all hope, that the ferocious Dallas pass rush forces him out of the pocket and to display his tremendous rushing skills, unless he gets down like 30 yards down and can't.
Okay, so just a quick review here. Bob had T.J. Hawkinson, Dalvin Cook, Devin Singletary, and then takes his quarterback, takes Daniel Jones, who put up 28 fantasy points, or depending on your scoring last week. Nate Liss, you're on the clock. You have the little Viking stack going with Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. Double PPR, you took Dalton Schultz. You're up in the 4th round.
Let's do it, man. I am picking through the group here, attempting to find my player. I should have had this queued up. I'm just so gun shy that someone's going to take him. I'm going to go Jacoby Myers here and hope that we get a big game out of him as a guy that was crushing it at the beginning of the year, and hopefully we come back around.
Yeah, that was Jacoby Myers. I almost took him instead of DeAndre Swift. I do like that one. Okay, we are up to Jared. Jared, you took Barkley, Amon-Ra, Gabe Davis. Where are you going with this next one?
Yeah, it's going to be the Giants' number 1 wideout, Darius Slayton. Exciting.
You know what? He really is the number 1 wideout.
Tears. Right? You see, these are tears actually rolling down my face.
Oh, not TIERS.
No, those other ones.
All right, Brian Drake, double pick.
Damn it! I thought Slayton was going to fall back to me. I even had a little stat written down about him. So let's say I just want to make sure here. So we start 3 receivers and 1 flex.
and one running back, right? You've already taken 2 running backs, so you no
So I got
longer
my
can start a
flex.
flex.
Right. So I just got to start hammering away at what's left of this wide receiver position. Good Lord.
Wide receiver, you need
It's
a tight
like
end.
the turkey. It's just like the neck laying around right now.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Yeah, the inside of the rectum is what's left.
Well,
That
let's
doesn't
get
last
crazy.
long.
Give me, I'm going to take, I forgot I have to punch this in myself. Let's see if Adam Thielen can shine for me here on Thanksgiving.
Wait, you thought we were going to do it for you? You said you, have
You
to,
never know.
Okay.
Let's see. Has anyone else ever been in or had the issue where they cannot spell Adam Thielen?
Oh, I always do it the other way, like the
Always
wrong.
spell Adam Thielen wrong.
Yeah, but
All right, so
Drake, I think everyone else on this podcast is like these are all A students. You and I were the B- students.
I have a degree in talking, so I mean, what are we talking about here? Boy, oh boy, you want to go off the board here? If I'm not taking a kicker or a defense just quite yet, although I probably should. Let's go because it's getting dark early. We're gonna go Richie James in the slot for the Giants, taking that Wan'Dale Robinson role. Please, Richie, be healthy and score a touchdown for me.
All right, good pick there. No problem with that. Jared, you're up. You have your 3 receivers set. You have Saquon Barkley. He's going. He's bringing back the anchor running back. I feel like I'm in August.
Yeah. I'm going to fill my flex, I guess, with Michael Gallup, who still doesn't look right to me coming off the ACL, but he's on the field. It's the 5th round of a Thanksgiving Day draft. It's good enough.
All right. He could accidentally get hit with the ball. Right. No, I like it. Gallup didn't Gallup have a big Thanksgiving game, but he did not last year. It was another guy who might still be on the board. Nate Liss. Yeah. I like that you got your pair of receivers. You have your tight end. You have your QB. You're up.
I feel like I don't want to keep punting running back at this point. I'm going to go with the back that may surprise us and get a bulk of the carries yet to be determined in this offense. I'm going to go Damian Harris right here.
Damian Harris is trying in every league I'm in. People are trying to pawn him off on me, but I think it actually might be a good buy at this point. I do. He was involved last week, wasn't he, Nate?
Yeah.
Great answer.
Thank you. I like to keep it short and sweet and let the next guy go.
I'd like to go ahead and stipulate that Isaiah McKenzie as my wide receiver 1 wasn't exactly how I envisioned it going, but it's where I am and I'm going to live with it.
All right, let's give Bob the $40. Actually, no, your team's solid. You started tight end, but it's Hawk could be the league winner here. All right, the Geek, you are up. You have your QB, Jared Goff. You have Diggs, Ramondre, and your tight end and Knox. What are you doing?
Are we sure that we really want to go 3 wide receivers in this one? Because there's still time to change your mind. It is getting barren over here. I'm going with Khalif. Pair him up with Jared Goff.
What could go wrong?
See what could happen.
Desperate, I was pretty much convincing myself he would make it back to me. That's how desperate I am.
All right. I'm going to break the seal here with the defenses, guys. And even though let's see. I'm going to take the Cowboys defense against the Giants.
What the?
Yeah. Oh, that was I thought that was you, Drake. That was the system, right? What the?
I was very close to taking a defense.
Yeah. And then for kickers, I'm going to go kicker here too, because I think my kicker will probably score more than whatever wide receiver I take at this point. So let me open my rankings here. And I am going to go, how many field goals did Tyler Bass have last week? I don't remember. Was it like 15 field goals? I'm going to take, here you go. I'm just looking for it here. I'm going to go, I can't even find him here. If anyone, here, let me just open it. I'm looking for the Cowboys kicker.
Maher is his name.
Brett Maher. Yep. There we go.
Okay. That's like Thielen. I can't spell it. M-A-H. M-A-H. All right. There he is.
What the?
All right. So I got my kicker and defense. You're up, Geek.
This is going to get a little weird because I do agree at this point about maybe taking a defense. I'm going with the Vikings.
Can't argue.
And it's weird because I got Ramondre. I mean, you've got to bastardize yourself a little bit at this point. Like any defense is going up against your players. What are you going to do?
You could do both, though. I mean, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Let me
I
see.
am convinced that this is a that it's not time to go with defense.
Yeah, I mean,
What the?
Now that Dallas is gone, it's time to just start whipping the darts at the wall, and look for wide receiver that might rise up and give me like a good game. He does it occasionally, right? That's all you need is it's what you hang your hat on. Devontae Parker, come on down.
fair enough.
Hmm.
Was the New England's playing who? New England is
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay, right.
Motivated me.
I believe he's the CeeDee Lamb of the New England Patriot offense. I'm quite convinced.
Let's see here.
All right, Nate Liss is on the board.
Trying to dig up my position. Give me a minute here. Let's fill for time. We're gonna go.
We could just do awkward silence. That's no
I'm
problem.
going Greg Joseph. I'm going kicker too.
All right, he's going with that Viking stack, man. I like it. So
I'm all
Joseph,
in.
Greg Joseph
in.
off the board. All right, anchor running back team: Saquon Barkley. The 4 receivers. Jared, you're up.
What the?
I'll take
Tyler-
Tyler Bass.
Yep.
The Bills have a 32-point implied total. That's
That's
big.
low. Oh, that's
That's a lot of
big.
points.
All right.
Yeah, no, 32 by themselves.
Wow. Did not see that one. All right. Drake, you're up for 2. You got 2 runners, two pass catchers, and Dak.
All right, let's scan the tight ends here. Yikes. I mean,
Since-
really, the guy's left at tight end. You might as well just say, light a candle and say a prayer. Just whoever scores. I mean, that's a pretty bad
The
group right
Devontae
there.
Parkers of tight ends are left.
Yeah, cheapers. I am going to take. Give me the. I'll take the Bills defense.
I wonder if the audio on the podcast can hear the blips and the bleeps. I wonder if that comes through.
We'll take Bills D, and then let's take Nick Folk. Is that him? Or is he on the board? There he is.
What the?
Yeah. Hey, sorry, sleeper. I get the groans here, but what are you gonna do?
All right, back to you, Jared.
I will gladly take the Patriots defense against primetime Kirk Cousins.
Man,
Oh.
Thursday night
Usually
prime
does not
time
go
is
well.
his worst prime time.
That's a chess play when we're all playing checkers here. Not thinking
Yes.
about primetime Cousins. Whoops.
No, that's a good one.
All right,
Nah,
on the clock here. I think I need to add another receiver if my math is correct, not my strong suit.
Yeah, you have 2 receivers and 1 running back, a tight end, and then you have your kicker and QB.
I feel like the wheels have fallen off here. I'm starting to count it backwards. Not loving where we're headed. Not loving this either, but I'm going to go Noah Brown here. Over 75% snap share pretty much the whole year at this point. Target share hasn't been great over the last couple games, but hopefully we get a bounce back.
Yeah, I mean he was the guy that scored a touchdown and actually was produced on Thanksgiving last year, right?
Yep. When you get sniped and it's Noah Brown that is taken from you.
All of us were looking at Noah Brown going, let him just
Yeah.
get to me.
I thought he was gonna come back. I'm like, I can pass on him. Maybe.
And as much as I hate Thursday night primetime Kirk Cousins, KJ Osborne is looking
God.
pretty damn good
Ooh.
right now. Hope the big target day for him that we saw.
We're all like, at least Osborne will fall to me if Noah Brown doesn't make it. All right.
No, was not to be.
It's really gotten to be pretty scary here. I'm going Isaiah Hodgins here.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
The real
Wow.
actual replacement for Wan'Dale Robinson, Hodgins.
Ay,
that.
ay, ay.
11% targets per route run last week.
What could go wrong?
Wait, try spelling this guy's name.
I can't spell Isaiah for the life of me.
This one is
Dude,
ISA.
Thank God for Grammarly, man. I can't spell anything. You know what? And thank God for the $8 edit button on Twitter. I'm tired of getting a text from Peter Schenke. You spelled something wrong again. So edit button good. So I'm up. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go tight end here. I'm gonna go Hunter Henry, and then I guess I need a receiver at this point. Gonna have to dig deep on this list here. Is Nelson? I'm gonna take Nelson Aguilar. Let's see. Drake Aguilar's another one that I have trouble with.
He was Neeg. I got him. AGH.
There we go.
HOLOR.
All right.
All right. So
By the way, I should tell everyone, if you want to do your own Thanksgiving draft, Jim Coventry ranked every player for the Thanksgiving slate. It's on RotoWire.com. It's also in the video description below. It is behind the paywall, but you can get a 2-day free trial. Just go to RotoWire.com/try. And he also ranks side dishes and pies for those. That's the RotoWire premium content that you pay for right there.
Kicker is the kicker from the Vikings kicker. Is he still there?
He is not there. He's been
gone.
taken.
1, 2, 3. So there's 2 kickers left. It looks like Jared. Which kickers are left? Which teams?
Gano and
Grant
Bagley.
Gano and-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just the 2 kickers are left.
So
And
the
I'll grab the Giants guy and the Lions guy are available. Is that who it
Yes.
is?
Gano
All right, so
and who's the Lions kicker?
Michael Badley.
There you go.
All right, so let's go with Badger. Ooh, the Money Badger. Okay, wait, that's the Lions. Okay,
So that's who you want?
What the?
yeah, let's go with it. Money
All right.
Badger.
I'm glad you guys left me the kicker I wanted the whole time. This is called strategery, people. Be on top of it, man. Just let the draft come to
Now you don't have to take a kicker till the last round.
So I'm going to go ahead and take Minnesota's defense and hope like hell that this is a lousy Mac Jones game.
It's taken. They're gone.
Oh, they're taken? Oh, look at there. I've done it.
So you were the guys that did the double the pick that already happened. So I see 4 defenses up. The Cowboys, the Vikings are gone, Patriots, and Buffalo Bills are gone. So you're taking the Giants. Okay.
That
Right.
wasn't what my plan fell apart. I was sitting here gloating over my kicker, and now I'm stuck with both Giants special teams pieces.
There you go. There you go. All right. You went from thinking that you pulled one on us to now you have the Giants D. What could,
Yes.
all right. Nate Liss on the clock.
Let's do it. Well, obviously, I appear to be shallow a running back. There's a runner on here that I think has a lot of upside. Hard to say if what we saw last week is something that they can not try to recreate this week. So I'm going to go James Cook right here and hope that I get a little magic.
Yeah. By the way, anyone could just pop in here. I'll throw this at Jared. James Cook, he's a hot name on the waiver wire this week. Do you believe? Do you think they just went and got Nyheim Hines? Why, if they're going to use James Cook?
Yeah, I think what do you get? I think you got 11 carries last week. The Bills been run heavy. The Bills been run heavy last week. Cook's snaps didn't climb. I think his increased workload was more a result of just Buffalo's game plan. So I'd still think he's in like the 5, 6, 7 carry range on Thursday. But we'll see.
All
I
right.
mean, he has looked good, so we'll see.
So what you're saying, Nate's pick was horrible? Is that what
Hey,
you're
what do
saying?
you want me to do? It's what
It's round
round
eight.
here.
It's round 8. Yeah, I mean,
I have a theory with the Bills that all these running quarterbacks, the same thing seems to happen to them. Get a little injury, hurt the elbow, and then you get the scared.
Yeah.
And then you get the maybe I'm not going to run it as much as I was running it the first half of the season. And then you get Devin Singletary scoring touchdowns because it's not Josh Allen taking all the touchdowns himself.
Fair.
So
That's
I
fair.
think Lawrence Cage are going. That was going to be my prize
Yeah.
picks. He's 16.5 yards. I'm going more.
yeah, that's
Right.
my DFS sleeper play for everyone.
It's a great
All right.
I was
Former
just
wide
about to pick
receiver.
him, and I'm
The
scrolling
former
through. I
wide
go,
receiver
where the hell is
ran-
Cager? Why is he not on here?
All right. So just so everyone knows on the listening audience, Jared just took Lawrence Cager, which is the Giants tight end that you've never heard of. And we got people here
Perfect wide
going.
receiver, a handsome young man, does very well.
Yep. So, all right. Fair enough. So Brian Drake is on the clock for 2. We're going to fix up that last round, but go ahead here.
Oof. Well,
Need-
I guess I'm on the Brock Wright train at this point. So we'll find our pal Brock Wright, and we'll take him. Probably should have taken Jonnu Smith, to be honest, but we'll see. That's one of those ones where you're eating, pumpkin pie, and the graphic comes up on a screen. It's like, hey, touchdown. You kind of lean back. You go, who the hell just scored? Someone's like, Brock Wright. That doesn't help anybody. It helps me. Damn it. It helps me.
That I take exception with that when people go, "Oh, that helped nobody." If you don't have that guy, it helped. Like if some scrub scores, it helps everyone that you're playing that has the star player. So I agree with that. All right, so you're on the clock. One more pick here. Your final pick.
Boy. Yeah, let's see here. He's not doing much of anything anymore. We still got Khalil Shakir on the board.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
He's
all right.
You don't have to take him. You could leave him there if you want.
He's coming to me, baby. Khalil Shakir, final pick of the draft.
Oh my God.
So then Mac Jones, Jared takes Mac Jones. He obviously needed a quarterback. So you guys are done. You don't need, there's no more picking for you.
I'll gladly take my $40 last place money and go buy some expensive beer.
Well, I don't think you're winning that money after this pick. So I'm going Detroit Lions here as the last team to select a defense, locking me into the $40.
You did it right, though. You did it right, though. If you weren't going to pick, the defense, you'd wait to the end. All right. Bob Harris, final pick.
Let's see. Gano is not coming up on my list. There he is.
So you need a kicker. You get.
I cannot believe I'm going to be that guy in the draft. Hey, I can't believe that nobody took. I'm going to be that guy in the draft that does that. I can't believe you all left me Graham Gano.
Now watch, Gano's going to win it for you. He's going to have this, 5 field goals tomorrow. And by the way, this is 10th of a point scoring. So a 60-yard field goal is like a touchdown.
I can't believe it.
At this point, I'm hoping for a reception. One out of this spot. If I get a catch for the PPR, I'm feeling pretty good. This is horrible. I'm going to go with Kenny Golladay.
Yeah. That is horrible.
It's horrible. I wouldn't even wish this on my worst enemy.
I would like to give you Graham Gano because I cannot believe you took Kenny Golladay.
All right. Was DJ Shark ruled out?
Had 2 catches last week. I think this is a winning move, man.
Wandell's out. They're finally like, you know what, Kenny? $70 million contract. Why don't we throw it to you a couple times?
So is DJ Shark going to be out?
He is going to be playing.
It's unknown. It's a risk.
All right.
He's limited in practice. Had 11 snaps last week.
I am going to risk the 0 here. I'm going to take DJ Shark with the final pick. It's either that or Tom Kennedy.
Comedian?
Yeah, no, that's what's his name? What's the guy from Canada? What's his name? Tom Green. Tom Green. Oh, you're thinking of Jamie Kennedy.
Well, whatever.
It's a combination of Tom Green and Jamie. Exactly. They're basically the same guy, and I understand why you merged those into one.
Right. Okay. All right. We did it. Unless you guys want to go one more round.
There's no meat left on the bone.
No, that's it. I think we did it there. All right, guys. So we did it in 35 minutes. So, all right, we'll quickly review the teams. You'll give a comment, what you think went right, what you think went wrong, and then we'll wrap this thing up. We'll start from the reverse order. We'll go with the Drake. Brian Drake, everyone follows him at Drake Fantasy, one of my favorite follows on Twitter. He went with Dak, Tony Pollard, Jamal Williams, Adam Thielen, Richie James. Took the Bills. Is that the defense? Yeah, it's the Bills defense. Nick Folk, Brock Wright, when he scores, he's going to victory lap in the Twitter thread.
It will never end.
And then Khalil Shakir, who I think you put a lot of people upset there. That was probably one of the picks that everyone was looking at there. What do you think, Drake? Give yourself a grade.
Well, hey, the beginning part of the draft, I went old school with the 2 running backs here just because I'm looking for a touchdown. Because with some of these wide receivers, I mean, we could have guys who score literally 0 points in these lineups. So I'm hoping that Pollard's going to have a good day. Jamal Williams scores every 20 minutes. So, if I can get anything out of my top 3, Dak, Pollard, Williams, I think I got a good shot. Bills D is great. Nick Folk, super sneaky. That guy's got a great leg. And I think, Minnesota can stymie them enough where he kicks, 3 field goals.
By the way, yes. So Nate, rate his. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You don't have to rate his team. By the way, this commenter here, Andrea, it's almost like my last name. So already,
I thought that was your wife for a while.
Yeah. With a different spelling. Did you hear that? No, she's looking at me now. She gave me the evil eye. I'm only kidding. All right. So Jared, you were picked out of the 5 hole. You took Barkley, Amon-Ra, Gabe Davis, Slayton, Michael Gallup. You took Tyler Bass, the kicker from Buffalo Bills, New England Patriots defense. Lawrence Cager. That's going to be a bigger victory lap if he scores over Brock Wright, I have to say. And then you played it right. You got Mac Jones, who should presumably be benched at halftime. So go ahead, talk about your draft.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with Mac Jones. I think the quarterback score might be pretty flat behind Josh Allen. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. The tight end spot worries me with the 2 point per reception, so we'll see how that goes. But I, obviously happy with Barkley and happy with the 4 wide receivers, so we'll see.
You follow him at Smola DS. By the way, Jared, the newsletter you guys put out over at Draft Sharks, it's very helpful. I use it to do, I think it's one of the better ones out there. I use it to form my Monday morning video. So I encourage everyone to get. How do they get that newsletter, Jared?
Yeah, you can. If you go on Draft Sharks, there's a spot to sign up for our email list. Pretty easy to find.
Very well done.
Yep, definitely. So shout out to you guys. Nate Liss,
sir.
I love the video editing. Everyone should go follow An Outraged Jew, and I'm Outraged on YouTube. If you love good quality, well-produced Dynasty content. And how many people do you have in that Discord channel now?
That's a great question. I think there's 700 or 800 right now, so kind of steadily growing. We're working on it, though. Come join.
So if you want to be asked how many first-round picks this player's worth, go into Nate's. If you don't get enough of that on Twitter, no, I'm kidding. No, you guys have, I'm in your Discord. You guys have a lot of good dynasty discussion there. All right. Sure. Jefferson, Cousins, Schultz, Jacoby Myers, Damian Harris, the Minnesota kicker, Noah Brown, last year's Thanksgiving star. You took James Cook, which we crapped on the pick, but I'm a little jealous. Jared isn't. And you took Detroit Lions, the winning pick there at the end. Give yourself a grade. Tell me about your draft.
Give myself a G. Yeah, this draft, here's my thing. Thank you. My thing is, number one, I hate to be the guy that took his 2 running backs after everybody had already taken their 2 running backs. Guess I missed the memo on that one with everybody else. Also, so the stack going up against New England, you look at New England this year, they faced a handful of decent quarterbacks, but for the most part, gone up against Pittsburgh, we've gone up against Detroit, Cleveland, Chicago, the Jets, the Colts. So I think that some of the numbers that we're seeing against these, opposing quarterbacks, against these opposing wide receivers, may be a little disingenuous. I think we're going to see a change right here with the Vikings. So I feel good about this. Don't love the end of my draft.
Yeah, I mean, none of us love the end of our draft. All right, good job, Nate. Everybody knows and loves Bob Harris. You follow him at Football Diehard. Bob, what is your radio shift on Sirius? You're like you're on different times every week. I mean, so tell everyone on, because I always listen to you on demand, because I know you're on Sunday. I know you're on after. Yes. So go ahead.
It's 10 p.m. on Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays, 8 p.m. on Saturdays. You can hear it on NFL and Fantasy Channel. They simulcast it, and 11 a.m. for the pregame show with Jeff Mann. So it's the same time every weeknight. It's just like you got to find the weeknight. Monday, Thursday, Friday, people get on it.
Yep.
And use the app. And by the way, this whole last pick thing, I can't believe you guys left me grand enough. I think,
I mean, the best kicker on the board. And Bob, tell everyone what's going on over at Football Diehards. What do they get when they go over there?
Oh, tons of news and information, the constant stream of latest updates, and great contributors with tons of DFS content, lineup optimizers, the usual stuff. Go check it out, footballdiehards.com. It's a website. It's found on the internet. Go there. So I noticed when I drafted TJ Hawkinson that Andrea in the chat, shouted out Kelsey, and Andrea, we're on the same page here. I got the Travis Kelce of this draft. And,
more or less.
More or less. I mean, what I want to say, 28 targets in the 3 games as a Viking, 21 catches, a number of red zone looks just this last week. He should have caught them all. Hopefully he'll get them all this week. And like Dalvin Cook, seems like I'm playing. It was really close between him and Ramondre Stevenson there, I thought. And as soon as Geek took Stevenson, I said, damn it, I should have. But I didn't. And Singletary, he's on a little bit of a tear too. So I like, and Vanilla Vic, man, the guy is running rampant. You cannot stop him. You can't even hope to contain him. So I'm hoping that portion of the lineup carries me, because obviously my receivers are almost non-existent.
And we can't believe we left you Graham Gano. We have to do one more callback. I
cannot believe it.
That's the clip when we make the video clip of this. It's Bob doing that. We're going to zoom in, everything. All right. The Geek at DFS Army. You started DFS Army more than a decade ago. You guys have more $1 million winners than anybody. I know those damn helmets. I see them in every leaderboard. I can't even cash because you got too many of your guys in there. You have Stephon Diggs, Ramondre Stevenson, Dawson Knox, Jared Goff, Khalif Raymond, Minnesota defense, I believe, right? Isaiah Hodgins, huge pick, huge. and Michael Badgley and Kenny Galladay, who we might have more fantasy points than at the end of the day. Can't really ding you on that one. Also, the Sharp app, the gambling app that has the thing I like about the Sharp app that you guys started there. Everyone, the Geek has a premier gambling app where it does the line shopping for you. That's my favorite thing in the free part of the app. So, all right, give yourself a draft grade and just quickly talk about your draft.
Yeah, I mean, going into it, the biggest mystery for me right off the bat, and this is a really sharp room, is, is everybody just going to hammer those quarterbacks early? And I kind of thought, man, I probably should just take Dak and QB2 and just be done with it. But then I'm looking at the salaries and on DraftKings and FanDuel. I'm going, well, you know what? You know who costs a lot more than Dak? Diggs. So it was kind of between Diggs and Jefferson for me right up top. But I went with Diggs just because the team total so much higher in that one. The regret, and I always hate myself after every draft. Is that just me or everybody else? Like, I have so many regrets. This one, I focus on the regret. My regret is taking Money Badger ahead of Cook, because I was kind of thinking that Cook kind of snuck in there. Everybody forgot about him. And I'm like, you know what? That would be a great last flex play kind of pick. He was involved last week. And, again, I was kind of thinking, a kicker probably get more points than a backup running back. But that's my regret. If I could flip a pick, I would have taken Cook. And then Bob, no Gano for you, because you would have been taking the Money Badger, left Gano for me.
That's true.
And I would have been able to say the famous line of the podcast and gotten my face on the thumbnail.
There you go. All right. My draft, I didn't really think too far ahead. I just wanted to be a good host. So I knew I was taking Josh Allen and then figure it out from there. Yeah. Happy to have CeeDee Lamb, not happy to have DeAndre Swift. And then I always like to be the first one to draft a defense and a kicker. I'll do it in season long, and it never works out. I should learn my lesson. I'm Hunter Henry. I'll give him a chance to score a touchdown. And then if DJ Shark plays, I'm guaranteed the prize. All right, guys, we did it. 45-minute draft. Thanksgiving draft. We'll make it an annual thing, except if you win. I'm sorry, if you lose, you get relegated. We will, once again, just really quick, Jared, you follow him at Smola DS, Nate Liss at An Outrage Drew. Everyone knows Bob Harris at Football Diehard, at Drake Fantasy for Brian Drake, at F Football Geek, and you follow me at Alan Soslowski. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy the draft, and check out all of the links in the video description below.